Shut up and sit down.
Hello, my name is Justin Adams, and welcome to Jay's Days. So, I just watched this independent movie. It got released I think 3 days ago. It was the first time I ever heard of it. It was like a week ago. The trailer was released, and it's called Catfight, and it's starring Sandra Oh and Anne Heche. Who Sandra Oh, she's known for her Grey's Anatomy work. Anne Heche, man, she's known for the terrible Psycho reboot, 6 Days, 7 Nights. I'm pretty sure she was in Mighty Joe Young. She was kind of like the It Thing in the 2000s, but hasn't really done anything. Also stars Alicia Silverstone, who she hasn't done anything since Batman and Robin. This movie is about two really selfish women. One played by Sandra Oh, who kind of has everything, and the other one played by Anne Heche. Sandra Oh plays Veronica, Anne Heche plays Ashley. So Veronica, her husband, is kind of like this big time business dude. She has this son who wants to paint and whatnot. She drinks a lot, and she runs into an old high school or college friend, Ashley, who is an artist. She's just as cynical as Veronica is. They're both really despicable people. She's also a lesbian, and she's in a relationship with Alicia Silverstone. So at this party, Sandra Oh, Veronica, her husband has this huge thing going on, and Ashley, she is the waitress at this little shindig, and they run into each other. They kind of exchange a few words. Sandra Oh's drunk, and she's just saying things she doesn't really mean, but she does mean, like how she's an artist and how it's pathetic. And then next thing you know, this huge brawl happens. These two start fighting each other, not like an altercation through words. No. These two are punching each other. Blood is spurting out of their mouths, and then Sandra Oh falls down the stairs. Once Sandra Oh falls down the stairs, she wakes up and she has this coma. She lost her husband, she lost her son, she lost everything. And as that happened, Ashley slowly is getting everything that she wants. Her art is now selling, she's about to have a baby, and then they run into each other again, and then there's just a lot of things that happen, but all of these moments that happen lead to these epic fights.
How many glasses is that for you?
Whatever. Jesus drank wine.
Can you imagine if we land this contract tonight?
So what do you think of when you look at that?
It makes me think of the worst thing I can imagine.
You are helping me tomorrow. It pays the bills.
Well, somebody has to be the breadwinner.
Why is it always me?
Because you're more masculine.
Jesus, you look like someone I went to college with. Hi, Veronica. Oh my God, this is my husband's party. Wow. I thought those guys were gay. They were acting so gay.
Yeah, my husband's not gay.
No, I know.
We have a beautiful son.
Oh, you're pathetic. You're a caterer, Ashley. You're a trophy wife, Veronica.
This movie is crazy. It's very dark. Such a it's so relevant. Like, you can tell that the writer and director, Honor Tuchel, sorry I fucked up your name. He was clearly was setting out to make fun of everything that's happening in the world now. The movie's kind of set in the future a little bit, like in the not so distant future where someone like Trump was elected. The draft is happening again, so the war is going on. People are getting drafted, and if you're 18, they say that if you're old enough to drive, you're old enough to hold a gun, you're old enough to kill people. So this movie has a lot of social commentary and has a lot of things to say about people and about how, like, when you're a shitty person, do you deserve to be redeemed? And when you are a shitty person and you redeemed yourself, is that enough to make it all come down again? This movie's very interesting. I kind of enjoyed it, but it was very dark though, and that's not a bad thing. But then again, there are no likable characters in this. There's every single one of the characters are either annoying or just really despicable. It was very reality based, and it wanted you to think exactly if this did happen. Now, the worst part of this movie, besides the semi-social commentary, which I did still like, but I thought they kind of overused it a little bit, the thing that really killed this movie made or break it were the fight scenes. And the fight scenes, they looked good, they looked amazing, but the sound design, man, the sound design was fucking horrible. Just like, it reminded me of Rocky, man. Rocky's an amazing movie, but when those punches are happening, the sound effects just take you right out of the moment because they're so ridiculously like something that you get off of YouTube. And then, especially towards the end, the last final fight was especially distracting, even though it looks good. But like, there's moments where she's throwing rocks and like it's just a ridiculous whoosh sound and a distracting bonk on the head. Like, it felt like the sound design was a little bit too over the top, and I felt like maybe they wanted that to happen just so it can not look as brutal. But I think that kind of killed it. Like, the fight scenes, they do look brutal, but the sound of it just really take you right out. But overall, this movie is really good. I really enjoyed it. Is it a movie that I'm going to find myself rewatching over and over again? No, I'm probably never going to watch it again. But it is something that if I'm with people and they're like wanting to watch a movie that is very reality based and something that could happen and has like a good message, semi-good message, not really a good message, but it has something to say at least a little bit, then yeah, I'll tell them to watch Catfight. But overall, I would say to watch this movie for Sandra Oh's performance. Sandra Oh fucking knocks it out of the park. She kills it, man. As this despicable bitch. She's a bitch. And like I said, there are no likable characters, man. Even Alicia Silverstone, who seems like she's like this sweet girlfriend, she even becomes like this overprotective helicopter mom out of nowhere. Like, she's bashing all of her friends' gifts and saying, oh, this is from China, that's very dangerous, and there's a lot of stupid things. But Alicia Silverstone was actually really good in this movie also. It made me want to see these three actresses in more things because they've been in such shitty things, and this is like a really good performance piece on each actress, on each performer, because they're just so good in this role, especially Sandra Oh, man. I've never seen her play this ridiculously over-the-top bitch before, and it was amazing. I think the thing that I really enjoyed about this movie is that nobody changes in the end. Everybody is still the same person. Sandra Oh, she tries to change, you know, especially after her accident. She tries to work, she tries to take care of people, and in a way she does kind of redeem herself. But you can tell, like, deep down inside, she is still the same despicable and horrible person. As for Anne Heche's character, she is one of the most, she's terrible. She is terrible. And whoever her assistant was, I thought that she was okay. I just thought her voice was very annoying. I don't know if that's her real voice or what. If that's her real voice, I'm sorry to make fun of it. But it just did come off a little bit annoying. So yeah, guys, that's all I think about Catfight. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments section. If you haven't seen it, it is available on video on demand. I don't know how much it is, but I do say check it out because it is an interesting movie with some nice commentary on what's going on nowadays and some nice fight scenes, even though the sound design is pretty stupid. If you guys want, you can follow me on Twitter at @I'mJust_420. Guys, remember to like, subscribe, blah blah blah. Rush.